I hope you like Anthurium. Hey everyone, my name is JC and welcome to my plant room. Today's video, I thought it'd be fun to do a full IKEA cabinet tour of all my Anthuriums, every single one of them. First, I wasn't really into Anthuriums back then. I was mostly into philodendrons, monsteras, which I still really like up to this day. But just one day, just click and boom, I couldn't stop getting Anthurium. That's why I got this IKEA cabinet. I tried growing Anthuriums on ambient or outside the cabinet. So far, I've only had one success. And usually this is what happens when I try. The reason I like these cabinets is because they provide a stable growing conditions for these tropical plants. It provides constant high humidity year-round. Temperature might vary in the winter, but here it doesn't get cold much. So these cabinets provide a stable home for these Anthuriums. Also, it's not a requirement to grow Anthuriums to get one of these cabinets, although it will make it easier, at least in my case. I've seen people grow Anthuriums on ambient or in their living room, which is actually I'm kind of jealous because they don't have to worry about space. And that's the only thing about like having these cabinets is because space can get limited. So I have three IKEA cabinets. I have a Rosta tall, a Rosta wide, and a Milsbo tall. They're all from IKEA. You can probably find them cheaper on OfferUp or Facebook Market, and it's probably assembled. And if you're lucky, you'll probably find one that's already weather stripped and ready to go. First thing you want to do is to weather strip and seal your cabinet, and this will hold all the humidity inside. Like I said, these are tropical plants. They would really love high humidity. The second most important thing is airflow. Without proper airflow, you can have mold issues. I have my fans running 24/7. They're just computer USB fans, nothing fancy. You just want to make sure that they're actually circulating air. And once in a while, I would just open the cabinet to let some fresh air in. Then of course, you want to install your grow light. For the Rosta white, I'm using a Mother Life grow light. And then for the rest of the cabinet, I'm using a Barina light. The Barina lights now comes in black and magnetic, which is perfect for the Rosta cabinet. But if you don't have the magnetic ones like me, there's an easy hack that you can do. The lights comes with these attachments. All you need is this magnet and a screw, which I'll try to link them down below, and you can easily mount your grow lights. For shelvings, you can use these magnetic spice rack that you can get cheap on Amazon, or you can get these custom acrylic shelves. They cost a little bit more, but they're pretty sturdy and they look nice. Okay, my first cabinet is this Rosta tall. I use this one for very small seedlings, rehabs, or anything that would need like extra care. I'll randomly put like non-Anthurium cuttings in there, like this Monstera mint that I'm really trying hard to save. Next is my Rosta wide. This is probably my favorite out of the three. I think it has the most space, even though the Milsbo tall is bigger. Lastly, we have the Milsbo tall. This one comes with the glass mat, so I had to put a black wallpaper to match the Rosta cabinet. It's not magnetic, which is the only downside, but it still works well. Okay, before we begin our tour, I just want to say a few months ago, I bought these tree fern fiber locally, and then I transplanted most of my Anthuriums into tree ferns, and then most of them got root rot. And I'm talking about like just a few days later. And I've actually lost a few plants from tree ferns, so I've had bad experience. I'm only using tree ferns now to like root seedlings, then I transfer them to my arid mix when they get a little bigger. And some of my Anthuriums are just barely recovering. First we're gonna go through is the Rosta cabinet. Okay, first, okay, I'm just gonna go through them real quick because these are just tiny seedlings, and most of them are just like kind of rehab. I got the blue pap from Cartel Dawn. I got as a seed. This is a Carla seedling. And this one is also from Cartel, King of Spade Basilisk. Okay, next is this no ID Bigfoot Goliath. Yeah, this leaf is gonna die, but it's growing some roots, so I'm not too worried. Dorayaki silver, red crystal, a silver bush, crystallinum, king of spades from cartel. This one's probably dead. I'll check this later. So yeah, this one probably didn't make it. It's okay, it happens. Bigfoot self. This one also lost its leaf, but roots are healthy, so I'm not too concerned. This one is blue pap Fort Sherman, growing some new roots. Carla BVEP. This one is one of the plants that suffered from root rot, but I'm so happy that it's finally bouncing back. I thought it died, but yeah, it's growing new roots and beautiful new leaves. So I'm really happy this one is bouncing back. This one, I don't know what's happening. It lost all the leaves, but then it starts shooting like all these growth points, but it's taking forever to grow. So I don't know what to do with this plant. So okay, more down here. This one is a propagation from the pap crossed with Waraquinum. I'll show the mother plant later, and same as this one. So these two are brothers and sisters. King of spades, just need some water. Kuna Carla, I cut all the leaves because they got really ugly, shooting a new one. So, and this is supposedly a BGI, but lost all its leaves. This one's looking real pretty. This one I got, it's supposedly a Black Widow Michelle Self. And then this one is Papiluminum crossed with BBEP. Now this is my Clarinervium that lost all its leaf except for the flower. But I'm not too concerned. I know it's gonna grow some leaves. So that's it for my Rosta. Like I said, most of these is rehabs and small seedlings. Okay, next up is the Rosta Wide. Like I said, this is probably my favorite cabinet. It's looking a little empty right now because I just recently cut some old leaves. Even the big ones suffered from root rot, so everyone is just bouncing back. This one's a rehab. It's gonna lose the leaf, but healthy roots. I need to water this. This is a Carla Pap, and then most of these are from Cartel. This one is Dark Phoenix crossed with RLFS. This is a cutting of Mr. Worldwide. I have a caramel marble cutting here. This is a Goliath Self. Healthy roots, but I don't know what's going on with the leaf. Another one from Cartel. Papex one with Fort Sherman. Healthy leaves, need some water. And this is my Dark Phoenix clone from Cartel. Probably one of the most heartbreaking thing is losing all of the leaves. This used to be so big and growing, and then it suffered root rot, and then I lost almost all of its roots. But now it's finally pushing a new leaf. I don't know if you can see. And it's growing more roots, so I'm happy. So I'm just glad that it didn't die all the way. Okay, this one is starting to like really show some good traits. This one is Novelty AOS crossed with Woohoo's First Night. There, it looks better here. Kuna Pop. And then this is my Dorito. If you watch my other video, this is one of my favorite plant. It's starting to get really dark, and the sinus is getting flatter. Super easygoing, never had a problem. Let me just show this again so you can see the actual color. Really nice. So this is another plant that I didn't care before, but now that it's getting bigger, it's showing some good traits. This is a dog block cross with novelty AOS. Yeah, I almost sold this one. Good thing I did it, and it's starting to get really nice. I'm so glad I didn't sell this. Actually, no one wanted to buy it, so I'm glad. This one is Papilliminum crossed with Woohoo's First Night. Leaves a little ugly right now, but root's healthy. So on to the bigger ones below. First one is this red crystal crossed with Luxurian. Yeah, I killed my Luxurian, so I'm so glad that this one's doing so well. This one is one of my first Papilliminum. Got this locally. It's ugly leaf right now, but it's okay. It's also flowering. This is my Mr. Worldwide. New leaf in the back. This one also suffered from root rot. Barely recovering. Ignore the brown edges. Still beautiful. Still pretty. Dark form AOS crossed with Papilliminum. Very dark. Really nice. Last but not the least is my Milsbo tall. RA for self. New leaf right there. This one is Anthurium raspberry. This one is a red crystal crossed with Sarah Michelle. Also one of the plants that suffered from root rot, but bouncing back, but it was way bigger before. Really nice emergent. This one is dark form AOS. RLFS self. Red vein dark phoenix clone, and it's still small, but it's shooting another offshoot. So there's two plants in there, and you can see new leaf right there. I don't know if you can see the offshoot. It's this two right here. So I won't separate it yet. It's too small, but my plan is to eventually, when I repot it to a bigger pot, I'll probably separate and have two RBDP. These leaves I think got just too close to the grow light. It's fine, I can just cut them. This one is another Carla, OG4 self from Scott Cohen. If you collect Anthuriums, I'm sure you know him. Well, I don't know him personally, but I bought a lot of plants from him. Yeah, very dark already, so I can't wait to grow this one. Papilliminum. This one is probably one of my favorite Anthurium shape or Papilliminum shape. There's a lot of Papilliminum out there, but the repap is probably one of my favorite shape. So yeah, I can't wait to grow this one. This one is another Carla. This one also has an offshoot. So this is the main. So this is the main plant, and these two are the offshoots. But yeah, same thing. When it gets bigger, I'll probably separate them and have two plants. As you can tell, this is also one of the plants that suffered root rot. This one is LG Pap. This one is new, so it's rehabbing. This is King of Spades from Cartel. So this is one of my recent purchase. Well, not so recent, but I would say like just a few months. So it's still rehabbing. And this one is a Carla Port, so it's a little longer than the usual. New leaf right there. Carla dress, BBEP. I still say BBEP because I think it's easier to pronounce. This is an NSC Dresslerii. From what I read online, this one is kind of finicky to grow, which is what I'm experiencing. But as long as the roots is healthy, shooting some new growths, I'm not too concerned. Hopefully one day I'll produce like a normal looking leaf. Okay, this one is a Dark Mama AOS self. Okay, this one's the VVEP crossed with Panamama 3. Starting to get really dark. Red crystal that I grew from seeds. This is also a new purchase, also rehabbing. King of Spade, Red Crystal. There's a new growth and growing some healthy roots. This one's Papilliminum Alpha RA4. I'm really liking the shape on this one. Repap seedlings. NSC Port crossed with RLFS. This is Forgetii crossed with BVEP from Woohoo Tropicals. It's showing a lot of BVEP traits, but not a lot of Forgetii. But it's still really nice. One of the rehab. Panamama 2. This one lost a lot of its roots too, and it's just barely recovering. It just makes me so sad because a lot of them were already in a 6-inch pot, big leaves, and then it happened, and now they're in either a 4-inch pot or even like 2-inch pot. Just really sad. All right, this one is a Kuna Pop cross with BBEP. This one is growing really nicely. I need to water a lot of plants today. This is a Delta Pores. I'm pretty sure it's TC, but I don't really care. It still looks really nice. Roots healthy. I can't wait to grow this one. This is a pink lemonade pap. It got top heavy, so I cut it, and then now it's shooting its first leaf. Super rooted. This is my King of Spades crossed with BBEP. Cut the flower, it died. And I have a variegated chia pin. It was a rehab before, but now it can probably come out. This is my Queen Anthurium. Not the best looking leaf. The root's healthy, so I'm happy. She's doing okay. Supposedly dark form AOS was like a seedling. Definitely not dark, but I still like it. I really like how keeping a lot of leaves, and it's also flowering right now. So yeah, very nice. Bisset AFF, new leaf right there. And this one is Pap cross with Waraquinum. This is also one of the plants that was already big and suffered from root rot, so I had to cut down a lot of roots, lost all its leaves, and then she is down to just one leaf. So heartbreaking. She's growing. I'm just waiting for some new leaves. One of my favorite Anthuriums. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anthuriums have been a joy to grow, even though we've had a few rough months. Everything is bouncing back, and although it was sad to see some of the leaves go, I know as long as the roots are healthy, they'll be just fine. They just need a little bit of time. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.